Hey there. So listen, I'm so excited to record this first video. This is actually going to be part of a 5-part video series. And I think what I'm most excited about with this video is, am I all up in your face? Okay, sorry. What I'm most excited about with these videos is that these videos are driven by you, basically. If you're watching this video, you probably were one of the ones that responded to my Voxer message that I sent out, asking you to send me your top 3 things that you feel like you need training on to move your business forward. So I'm so excited about these. All right, so first thing, and there are lots of, oh my gosh, lots of great things, lots of great topics. And so what I'll do is, I got lots of them. Did I mention lots? Yeah. So what I am going to do is I'm going to combine some topics. Some topics are just going to be, it's going to take a long time for me to kind of go through them. I say long. Hopefully none of these videos are longer than 10 minutes. That's my goal. That's my desire. So I'll combine some of them, and then some of them I'll keep separate. Like tonight, actually, I am going to be talking about referrals. How do you get more referrals? When you run out of people, what do you do? Where do you find them? How do you keep it going? So, if you know me, you know that one of my favorite things to do is to connect with people. I love to connect with people. Is my hair crazy? It's a little crazy. Oh well, whatever. Whatever. I love to connect with people, and in so many different ways. So I'm going to share with you my top. I was trying to get it down to my top 3, but I really like the 4th one a whole lot. So I'm going to share with you my top 4 ways that I love to meet people, that I've had so much success with in my 13 years, almost 13 years of being in Mary Kay. And I do it to this day, all the time. So grab my little cheat sheet. All right, so here we go. The first way that I love to get referrals is, I love warm chatting. And actually, I've changed it to hot chatting. It's so funny. I heard that word not too long ago. I'm like, yeah, really what I do is I hot chat, because I love to book on the spot. One thing that is at a premium for me, and I'm sure probably for you as well, is time. Time is a premium for me. I don't have a lot of time. I'm a busy mom and an entrepreneur and a wife, and I got stuff going on. Do you got stuff going on? I got stuff going on. So I don't always want to make the time to make phone calls. Now, don't get me wrong, I do make phone calls, don't get me wrong. But if I can book on the spot, that's where I'm going. I'm booking on the spot. So that's why I call it hot chattering. So hot chattering, also known as warm chatting, warm chatting. And so this is how it goes. Basically, wherever I am, I don't care where I am, grocery store, if I am at the basketball, at a basketball game with my kids, and I'm sitting next to a mom, there's always a mom somewhere, there's always a woman somewhere. If I'm at Starbucks waiting in line for my coffee or my tea, there's either a woman in front of me or a woman behind me. If I am, honestly, anywhere, there is a woman, I guarantee you. I don't care what time of the day. It's funny, because nowadays, you can go out at 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the middle of the day when you think most people are at work. They're not at work. There's lots of people out and about. So I meet people everywhere. And so this is what I say. So number 1, warm chatting or hot chatting. I'll strike up a conversation. I'll share with you something that this lady that I hot chatted yesterday. So she was looking cute. And it was in a doctor's office, or it was in an office building. And I walked past her and I saw her and I didn't say anything. Or I think I said hi or something. And then I walked past, and then after I finished doing what I needed to do, I walked past her again. I'm like, girl, I said, what are you wearing? You are so cute. I love your makeup. She's like, oh my God, I was going to say the same thing about you. And I was like, really? Anyway, and so I said, what are you wearing? And she told me a whole bunch of stuff, but she didn't say Mary Kay. So I said, oh my gosh. And she said, well, what are you wearing? I said, you know what? I'm wearing Mary Kay. She was like, everything. She said, all Mary Kay? I said, all Mary Kay. She was like, man, that looks good. I said, oh my gosh, let me tell you, you are gorgeous, because she really was gorgeous. I said, girl, you are like super gorgeous. I would love for you to be one of my face models at one of my weekly events. I have a event. I'm a sales director with Mary Kay. If you're not a sales director, say I'm a future director. You guys, I've been a future director since I was brand new at Mary Kay. I don't think I even said Mary Kay consultant. So anyway, I said I'm a future. Whoops, let me swipe this. All right. I would say I am a future director, or I'm a director with Mary Kay. And I would love for you to be one of my, and I put my hand on my heart. Can y'all see that? I would love for you to be one of my face models. Oh my gosh, you're gorgeous. And then she's like, what? When is it? Where is it? And then I book on the spot. I say, you know what? Actually, I have next Monday available at 6:30. What does your schedule look like for Monday at 6:30? And then if she's like, yeah, I don't know, I have to work or whatever the case may be, I'll say, okay, you know what? I also have one on next Saturday at 10. And literally, I give her those 1 and 2 options, and we work it out. She'll look at her schedule or whatever the case may be, and she did. Well, actually, she knew her schedule by heart, and so she said she'd be there on Saturday at 10. Score, done. Give her my business card, and she didn't have a business card, but I took her phone number down, put it in my phone, and I said, okay, can you do this for me? Can you put this in your phone as a reminder? And I literally just waited there until she put it in her phone as a reminder. I said 10 o'clock, makeover event. And I said, I will text you the details with the location. She said, great. I said, great. And I was on my way. Score, that probably took me, I don't know, 3 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. So that's one way of warm chatting or hot chatting. I like to book on the spot. They don't always book on the spot, but that's kind of my thing. That's just kind of what I do. And I always get their phone number, never, ever leave someone without getting their phone number and giving them yours as well. Actually, there's been times when I haven't given them my number because maybe I didn't have any business cards or whatever, but I took down their number and I told them I'd text them, which I did. When I get to the car, I just text them. All right, so that's number 1. Love that. Number 2, referral game. Oh my gosh, y'all know how I love this referral game. And I'm looking at my time right now. This is not going to be a 10-minute video. This is going to be longer than 10 minutes. But I got to tell you these because I'm excited about it. I love getting new names and numbers. That's the lifeline in your business. Yes, bookings are the lifeline to your business, but you can't book anybody if you don't have anybody to book, right? So you got to get new names and numbers. So the second way is the referral game. And I'm going to switch because my arm is hurting. Oh, okay, here we go. How about that? Yeah, here we go. All right, so referral game. If you've been to any of my parties, either my personal parties or any of the parties that I've held at the studio, then you've heard me play my referral game. I use the fabulous referral sheet sometimes. You can Google that. That's by the incredible Michelle Cunningham. Thank you, Michelle. But a lot of times, because I have a paper problem, like if y'all seen my day planner, I've got like paper stuff in there, customer profile stuff in there. I got all kinds of stuff. So I really try to limit my paper. So I use the back of the customer profile because it has all those lines back there, and I don't use most of those lines. And so you can use that, or you can use the Fabulous Referral Game. You can Google it, go to Google Images, and just put in Fabulous Referral Game. Either way, it doesn't matter. What I do like about the Fabulous Referral Game sheet is that I think there's 20 of them on there, and psychologically, like when there's 20 lines, people feel obligated to fill out all 20 lines, which is great because that's 20 referrals. So that's one reason why I like the referral sheet. The reason why I don't like it is just a personal thing because it's yet another piece of paper for me to have to keep up with. So like I said, I got paper issues. All right, but you can use the back of the customer profile, which is perfectly fine. There's actually 7 lines on there on the top right, 7 lines for them to write down referrals, but I tell them to go ahead and write at the bottom. So here you go. This is my referral. And actually, there's a Voxer message on this on my website, ChariceWilliams.com, and it is under Resource Center, and it's under Sharice's favorites. So it's a Voxer message, but it's the same thing as what I'm going to show you now. So this is after we've gone through the party. They've done skincare. They're looking all cute. I usually wait till they look all cute. They have a little bit of makeup on. And they're feeling fabulous, right? So I always give them a little gift. The little gift is something really, really inexpensive. Maybe a lip gloss, maybe an eyeliner, something really, really inexpensive. And I put it in a cute little bag, okay? And so this is what I do. So I always tell them after we finish, after we get all cute, I'll say, okay, you guys, I want to play a game. Do y'all want to play a game? Who wants to win some free stuff? Y'all want to win some free stuff? Yay! Seriously, that's just my personality. And so I'll say, okay, great. Everyone, I want to make sure that everyone has everything that they need. So grab your pens. Grab your profiles, and I hold it up. I'll say, flip it on the back, and does everyone have their cell phone? You don't have your cell phone? Oh, go grab your cell phone, girlfriend. And so I'll have them go get their cell phones if they're not, maybe they're 2 seats down or something, whatever. So then I tell them, okay, you know how I've been telling you, or you know how I've been mentioning to you about your second appointment? I'm sorry, I keep getting up close and personal. Y'all don't want to see me like this, right? Here we go. So I told them, you know how I've been mentioning to you about your second appointment? And this is a side note, you guys. You want to make sure you say second appointment or checkup facial or whatever you want to call it, second appointment, if you will. you want to mention that at least 7 times throughout your skincare class, because it takes that amount of time for it to actually sink in. Studies have shown that people have to hear things over and over and over again in order for them to get it. And so then when you go to book them for the second appointment, they're not looking at you like you have 2 heads. They're like, oh yeah, second appointment. Yep, I heard you mention that. So anyway, so I say, you guys heard me talk about your second appointment, all the fun stuff, and you get free stuff at your second appointment. And so what I want you to do is, I want you to think about this. I want you to imagine that Oprah is going to send a stretch limousine all around town to pick up your most fun, most awesome, most deserving, most crazy girlfriends. Like, who would you put in that limo? Are you thinking? Okay, great. So this is what I want you to do. I'm going to give you like 3 minutes. And I want you can start at the top right-hand corner of your paper, if you're using the profile, and you can go all the way down to the bottom. And you have to tell them that, you guys, because if you don't tell them, they're going to stop after that 7th line at the top, because they think they're finished. So tell them. And you can write all the way down the bottom in the pink section. That's absolutely fine. And you keep writing until I tell you to go. Until I tell you to stop. You ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3, go! And then I turn on some really fun music from my phone. Usually it's some fast-paced, like Beyonce song, or usually it's Beyonce or like Michael Jackson. Something really, really fast and upbeat. And they're going. They are going. Every once in a while you have someone who doesn't write, but that's okay. You don't pay attention. You're like, oh, you have any friends? Okay. But as you're walking around the room or the table or whatever, you're like, oh my God, y'all are like serious. Keep going. And then once the song is coming to an end, usually around the 3-minute mark or 4-minute mark, depending on which song it is, I'll say, okay, you guys, y'all have like 30 seconds left. Keep going. And then when it gets to the end of the song, I'll say, okay, pins down. And then I have them counted up. So I say, okay, great. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to count how many names and numbers you have on your paper, but don't tell me. So just count them up really quickly. And then I wait a second. And then they all have their number. I'll say, okay, great. Raise your hand or raise your profile card up in the air if you have more than 5. And most people have way more than 5. Keep it up if you have more than 6, more than 7, more than 8, 10, whatever. And I keep counting up until I've gotten the last person with their hand up. And I'll say, okay, girl, how many do you have? And they may say 23 or 15. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, and I'll say, okay, give it up for Susan or whatever her name is. And then I give her gift, which is, like I said, a cute little bag that has eyeliner in it or like a neutral colored, like peach bronze lip gloss, something like that. And then I tell them, so guys, this is what's really cool is that you kind of already have like a guest list. So the reason why I say guest list is because, again, you're prepping them to book that second appointment. And then you overcome the objection before you even get it, which is a lot of times people say, oh, I want to have a second appointment, but I don't have anybody to invite. You've already covered that objection. The best time, I learned this from National Sales Director Lisa Allison, the best time to overcome an objection is before it's even voiced. So you've already taken care of that. They got people on their paper. I don't care if there are 3 people, they got 3 friends to invite, okay? So that's really cool. All right, so that's the one way, the second way. And I go into a little bit more on my Voxer. So be sure to check that out. Okay, third way. Oh, one of my favorites, Professional Women's Portfolio. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love the Professional Women's Portfolio. Again, it's on my website, ShariceWilliams.com, under Resource Center and under Sharice's Favorites. And it's just a really easy, fun way to get a lot of professional leads in a short amount of time. A lot of times we get all in our head about who we know or who we don't know. But what I love about the Professional Women's Portfolio is that you can ask anyone who they know that's in this particular field. And the way I frame it is, okay, I am in the process of building a portfolio for the spring or the summer or whatever season is coming up, holiday, Christmas, whatever. And I am looking for women who represent their industry well. Who do you know? And so you're going to ask this question to nurses, veterinarians, vet techs, dental hygienists, wherever you go, there are people there. And teachers. And the really cool thing is that once you kind of get into one demographic, like for instance, if you ask a teacher, guess what? She knows lots of teachers. That's who she works with. And so you'll start to get a whole bunch of teachers. And I love that. Teachers are fabulous. Nurses, same thing, any industry. Once you ask one person who is a dental hygienist, who is a veterinary tech, who is a paralegal, you'll get more paralegals. You'll get some lawyers in there too, because that's who they work with. Nurses, they'll give you numbers of nurses and respiratory therapists and doctors and physical therapists and all kinds of great great resources. So that's what you want. A hairstylist, whatever. You're going to ask them who represents their industry well. I'm putting together a portfolio. And then all you're going to do is you're going to call that person. You're going to tell them who invited them. I actually give that person a gift. Normally it's like a gift card. They can get, the person who referred me to them, I give them like a gift certificate or gift card that they can redeem. Usually it's like $10. They can redeem that at a facial. Why? Because I want them in front of me. Okay. Even if I've facialed them before, we have new products out every season, right? We have new colors all the time. I don't know, not one person who's tried all of our colors. So I want them back in front of me. Okay. And so that's why I give them a gift card. If you just give them a gift like a gloss, they'll use it and they'll probably reorder it. But I'd rather them get in front of me because I know that I'll sell more. My sales will be higher when they're in front of me. So, yeah. Referrals, fabulous referral game. So you can email that out, you guys. If you do email it, don't have like 50 billion people in the blind copy it if you're going to email it to multiple people, honestly. But the key is follow up. The key to everything, you guys, is follow up, because you'll send it out. And I think on the one that I have on my website, I want to say there's 40 different professions. You guys, you can change them up. You can make it shorter if you want to. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Bottom line is it's going to yield you more names and numbers than what you had initially, right? But again, the key is follow up. So send it out, give them a deadline, say, I'm really looking to reach out to these women no later than Friday. I don't care what day it is. Pick a day like 2 days from now. Whatever day you're sending it out, don't overthink it. It doesn't matter. Whatever day you're sending it out, pick like 24 hours or 48 hours later. It doesn't take that long. If you ask me for some names of teachers, I probably could think of a couple right off the top of my head. It won't take me 2 days to think of some teachers' names or nurses' names or whatever. It may take me a little while for vet tech or something, but I'll come up with something. Anyway, 2 days is all they need. 2 days max is all they need. They could probably get it done in 5 minutes, honestly, if they're not busy when they check your email or your text. You can also send out a text. You won't send out a whole list, but you can say, who do you know that's a teacher, nurse, banker, hairstylist, whatever. Pick 5 or something like that. And that's 5 new leads for you right then and there. So that's super easy, super fun, and I love it. Oh, what do I give to the person? So of course, I offer them a makeover, and I offer them an opportunity to advertise their services. So you can just get a regular book, like a photo album book. Offer them an opportunity to advertise their services. So maybe they're a teacher, but perhaps they do tutoring on the side. Great. I'm sure she's going to be looking for clients. So you can put her after picture. I normally don't put their before picture unless they want me to, or unless it's like really, really dramatic. The before and after is really dramatic. And I say, oh my God, can I put this in my book to show off? So if they have a business card, or if not, I'll just make a little thing in Word and cut it out in a Word document, cut it out and put it on next to her picture that says offers tutoring services in math for grades 1st through 5th or whatever. And sometimes they do have business cards. For instance, if they're in a profession that normally has business cards, then I put their business cards on there. I know my hair's looking crazy. Okay, last thing. Oh, microdermabrasion. Okay, so, and you guys, as I'm telling you these things, I literally just rotate through them. When I feel like I am at a lull for whatever reason, I always get referrals. I always play the referral game. Always. And I get tons and tons of referrals that way. But warm chatting or hot chatting, I do that whenever wherever I am, just doing life, going to the grocery store or whatever the case may be, hanging with my boys and going to different tournaments and stuff. The professional women's portfolio, if I feel for whatever reason I'm like at a standstill, then I'll start that professional women's portfolio. Asking maybe the last 20 or 30 people that I facialed, or people, if you work with someone, whatever. These could be anything. You guys just have to think out of the box and don't overthink it and just go for it. Go for it. All right, last thing is microdermabrasion. So you can order microdermabrasion off of Section 2, microdermabrasion samples off of Section 2 on Mary Kay In Touch, and then you can either make these yourself, or I got some from pinkprinting.com. It's called Microdermabrasion Plus Set Cards, and I think it's like 50 for like $6. I think it's 50 for $6. Bottom line is you're gonna leverage your resources. You're gonna leverage the people that you know that work in other places that you don't work, that are in communication and community with women that you don't know. Okay, so you're going to ask someone to tell them that you are wanting to get the opinions of 10 women this week on the microdermabrasion, and we'll give them the microdermabrasion samples. And again, you can get these cute little baggies from from Hobby Lobby. Just make it cute. Don't just give them a bag. Just don't throw them some microdermabrasion samples. Presentation is everything. Cute little bags from Hobby Lobby. Put a little ribbon on them. Some of them already have a ribbon that come with it. Just big enough so that a microdermabrasion sample, step 1 and step 2, can fit inside. And you may want to put little pieces of candy in it. If you've ever done Office of the Week with me, then you know. Actually, go to my website. Go to my website under Sharice's Favorites. There's actually a picture of what I put in the in that box. So, or in that bag, I should say. So just check that out. And you can use the exact same setup, the exact same baggies and everything. All right, so what you want to do is you want to identify a handful of women, 5, 10 women, okay? And you're going to give them, let's say 10, for instance. You're going to give them 10 of these bags and the cards, and you're going to ask them, you're going to give them an incentive. You're going to say, you know what, I'm looking to get the opinions of 10 women on our microdermabrasion this week. Would you be willing to take these 10 samples to your job, and everyone who you give a sample to, if they'll just fill this little sheet out, and if I get 10 of the sheet, the paper, it's like a little index card size, and whoever or if you get, as long as I get 10 of them back, I'm going to give you $10 off of microderm, or I'm going to give you 10% off of your next purchase, or you can make it whatever it is. Always give them an incentive though, because everyone wants to know what's in it for me, right? So give them an incentive. All right, so those are my top 4. I'm going to run through them one more time. So 1, warm chatting or hot chatting, booking on the spot. 2, can y'all see my fingers? 2, I forgot. That's why you have notes. Referral game, fabulous referral game, absolutely. 3, professional women's portfolio. And 4, the microdermabrasion survey, if you will, microdermabrasion survey. You guys, you can get really, really creative with that. And again, think of women that you already know. Maybe they're family members, maybe they're just good friends. They work in an office, insurance office, hospital, school. Any place, really, as long as there's a couple people in there. Call centers are really great. Any place, honestly, and then give them an incentive. And you only really need a 48-hour max turnaround, because again, these are people that she's going to give these samples to people that she works with. So she's already at work. It's not going to take her 2 days to see people unless they're off or something. So anyway, so hopefully you guys have gotten some great ideas. I encourage you to try all of them. Try all of them. And then that way you can determine which one you like the best. Like I said, I do all 4 on a regular basis because they work. Because they work, and I like to. And I never like to feel like I don't have enough people to reach out to and contact. And the beautiful thing about this, warm chatting, you can meet people today. So literally, if you don't have anyone at all in your phone or in your Facebook that you haven't asked, you can meet people today. Go to the grocery store, go run some errands, and you can get names and numbers. And then with the other ones, you can literally, the referral game, okay, you have to have a facial or a facial or party, okay? But the other ones, the professional women's portfolio, you can literally send that out today and get responses back today. Again, follow up on that one. And with the microdermabrasion, maybe it'll take you 2 days to get those back, but that's really cool. If she, you know what, and honestly, with the microdermabrasion, I didn't mention this, but as long as you get the 10 of them back, right, the 10 of the forms, on the forms it just has their name and their phone number, and you're going to follow up with them and just ask them how they like the microdermabrasion. You can even give them a discount if they decide they want to purchase, but depending on how many purchase, you may end up giving that hostess, or I say hostess because she's the one who gave you the names and numbers, you may even give her maybe a microderm for free or for half off. You can decide, again, based on the results, okay? Alrighty, you guys, so that is it. Definitely, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them below or reach out to me on Voxer or text me or email me, okay? All right, this is Cherie signing off. You guys go get lots and lots and lots of referrals. And don't forget to share your results with me. You guys know how much I just love to hear your results. So I cannot wait. Talk to y'all later.